What's up, my ponios? Andy with Tech Influence here. As the title suggests, don't buy this case. I am very disappointed. This case, it has a singular flaw here at the top, and it doesn't necessarily grip or connect the two halves together, which makes your phone at risk. You put it on there and it just kind of flops. It is made out of their dual technology, polycarbonate exoskeleton with a TPU core to allow for protection and insulation. But like I suggested, you pull this out of your pocket, you use it in your daily use, it's not gripping onto the top of the phone. Don't buy this case. With that said, we're still gonna go ahead and review it, but this is certainly something that I would recommend passing on. I'm very, very disappointed with Otterbox. This is the second case I've reviewed. The Defender is not a good one either that you should check into. Let's go into more depth why you shouldn't pick this phone. Otterbox is definitely hit or miss with some of their case lines. I've been very critical of the Defender case year over year. Right out of the box, I did notice that it kind of split. You can see here that it's TPU material. The second layer has split from the first, which normally doesn't happen, and I don't know why that's the case. You can see here that you've got this two-tone. This is the polycarbonate core, which acts as the scratch protection, as well as kind of the frame or the skeleton, and then you've got this TPU core that acts for insulation. On the inside, you can see that it's got ribbing there to trap air for extra protection. It does have the magnets here for MagSafe. You can split it. I'm just worried once I put my phone in that it's going to split here and not maintain its grip around the phone. I'm not used to seeing this much of it open, but maybe they changed it because of the way this camera plateau is, which is kind of interesting. They do have a little protection and flap there for your USB-C, and they even have a camera control that's built into it now, which last year it used to be a gaping hole, which is kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and throw it in there. I opted into the blue. The case just throws it on there. You don't have to necessarily split them. You don't need to split the layers, but I'm already noticing here that it does come off. I mean, look how weak that is. I don't feel that it's necessarily gripping around it at that point. The TPU is, but this is very, very disappointing. I've routinely been very positive for the Commuter case, and this is very disappointing. I did a review on the Crave case, and the Crave does a great job. This is horrible. I mean, look how easy that peeled off. What is happening? Otterbox, this is a bad phone case. You still have all of the I/O here. You have access to the camera control, which is clicky. You've got the other buttons that are silicone in nature. You do have access to MagSafe, which I've always appreciated, especially for these thicker phones. It still charges and holds through MagSafe. If you wanted, you can do 15 watts. This Anchor battery is a 5,000 milliamp battery. It has no problem holding on there, but I mean, the integrity of this case is gone. I mean, you're gonna have this thing flapping in your pocket all over the place. With that said, as the title suggests, I do not recommend the Commuter case this year. This is unfortunate. They've always been good with this Commuter case being, I think, the staple of the mid-range protective phone. I don't recommend this. It's so floppy right here. Just a little bit of pressure, it peels off, and that completely ruins the integrity of the phone. It's just, I'd highly recommend you guys checking out my Crave case. They do the same thing. They've got this dual layer, double core, TPU core and polycarbonate case. Way better than this one. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. With that said, down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Check that out here. I'll also put a link here if this is something that you're interested in. Thanks for watching. Andy with Tech Influence. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.